Hey, alert 33. Get him.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check 99. Check 99.
A toss play to Chubb. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
33. Hurry. 54. Hey, zoom. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Now, here's a pass on 1st down. And incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, alert. Get that ball. Go. Mike's 54. I'm coming.
And again, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Muffet.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see Brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. Back deep to return is Duke Johnson. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check 26, check 26.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Chubb running right. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Leads to third and 11.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Coming this way, here we go. Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football. Ball, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions. The wet.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 34. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Run. Smooth. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Seam 6. I got it. Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day.
Hey. High 7.
Check.
Hey.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. The end result, 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Butker's kick here is good. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch right. Watch right.
Easy.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He gets this one to Johnson. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
180! You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have. Bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Attack, attack!
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm
You.
On the PlayStation and playing each other. Y'all some weird niggas.
What are you talking about?
Fuck with y'all.
What are you talking about?
I ain't fuck with y'all. Y'all friends on the PlayStation and playing each other.
No, we're not. We just became friends just now.
No, I'm talking about y'all like y'all at each other on PlayStation. Y'all playing each other.
Nah. He told me to send him a party invite real quick. You want to chop it up or whatever.
Nah. He trying to get in your head. Look.
He's trying to get.
Fell for the ugly dog.
Nigga, you ain't nobody get in my head. You watching it?
Hey, I gotta get out of here. You talking about trying to get that development. I don't care, bro. Y'all agree on it. I don't care.
Oh, I got bro on mute. Bro, I had you on mute. My fault.
Hey, I need that 150, bro. What's happening? You got this game. You know, I need that pickup.
Oh, why did I throw that?
Knew I was going back sideline. Hey, yeah, you gotta teach me what you're doing on the beat, though. I like that.
I can't help you with that. It's like, it's like nah. I can show you some. I can show you some stuff, bro. There ain't nothing to it. You were running monster. I was like, hold the hell up.
Yeah, I had to. I didn't know what else to do, so
he said I didn't know what to do. That was killing. I heard
killing you for a minute, then you figured it out. I bet he know what he's doing for real. Now, once I seen you figured it out, and you got to it quick, I like he definitely know what he's doing.
Yeah, I had to man him up real quick. I was like, oh nah, I'm not finna get screened again. I said that's not about to happen. That joint was annoying. Cause as soon as the dude pick up the block, he's going for like 20 yards. Like
every time that play butt naked.
Butt naked.
I don't know why people don't be running like that more. I thought I would have seen that more often. I don't think nobody play with the monster formation.
It's because it played out last year. Like, it could be stopped last year. Nobody figured it wouldn't be able to be stopped this year.
Oh my God!
He does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
I got a new Bills user coming in.
Finally. Oh, no first. He got the first. Yeah, right.
What's up? Let my back get 150.
Heck no. What?
Hey, this one trying to let me get it either.
You gonna have to earn this. Listen, you gonna have to earn this 150. You gotta work for this 150.
Niggas be hard.
You feel me? They nasty. They need to go. You and the Jets need to both lead the league. I'm finna go in the chat and veto these niggas.
He said we need to lead the league. I'm not that good, bro. Oh man, nah. Jets. I should have beat Jets last time. We won in like the division or the our series or whatever. The pass. Oh, that's the crib. Ain't nobody catching him. Back up. He started celebrating. That's nutty.
Yeah, you gotta teach me what you got on D. I like that shit, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. It's no cheese. Tell Grizzly here I'm not running no cheese.
Nah, I've been in his broadcast before.
Bro, I done already told you. If nobody else complain, I ain't saying nothing else about it.
The only thing.
I see what you did. It ain't cheese, bro, but you know that hoe broken. I be like,
bro, you know what's funny? It is broken, but
all you gotta do is press that, play on the person that's guarding the running back, press everybody up, and you got an automatic sack if that nigga don't.
Yeah, bro. Right, but what I do is so no one complains. I take my linebacker off the line, so I'm like, all right, because this formations where.
I don't care if you run that. I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen it, I was like, bro, this is some cheesy shit. I can't even get the ball out.
Look at this shit, though.
I don't care if you run it though. I know how to stop it, but it's.
Be all game. I wasn't gonna let you do it that time. No, sir.
He was like, yo, I feel like that time you played it real smart. He was not having that. He was like, oh, nah, you're not about to take off on me.
Especially when you got Myles Garrett 1-on-1, bro. That shit tough.
Bro, it's fake. When you got instant linebackers coming in and Myles Garrett, even if they don't get in, Myles Garrett's gonna get in. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's foul. Right.
So I realize it ain't cheesy now, but when I was playing you, I was down.
Eee. I gotta lock up now. But yeah, this game fake. Hold on, this game ain't over. I gotta start. Let me get in my bag real quick. Alright, bet.
Just let me get the 150. I ain't tripping.
He said I ain't tripping.
He would make that deal with you too if you had to
for
play
real. You got this game, bro. I gotta come
I'm
back next
saying
game.
Darius would make that deal if you had to play for development. Since he don't care.
I don't care. I don't care, bro.
I have players up for development. I guarantee you he makes that deal.
Yeah, listen, bro. That's wild. What's up, boy?
Called.
No, bro.
Is this the Ravens?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's my guy.
This is who I really want to talk to. This is the cheese, homie.
What are you talking about? He's saying cheese.
This is who I really want.
But peep game, listen, Grizz, you gonna tell me if you don't got Lamar Jackson, you ain't gonna utilize ball to the T?
Nah, facts, you right.
Hey man, join the club.
I ain't gonna
Man.
lie,
Everybody
bro. Seems like I want to, but I'm a commit, so I can't abuse my own rules.
Oh, right.
But
just let them get sacked.
if I was in another league, hell yeah.
Facts, bro.
Because like Kyler about to get that shit, and I'm about to use that. I mean, I ain't gonna cheese it, but I'm gonna use it.
I need me a pick.
Cause that shit get you out of dodge, bro. No matter what you do, if you go against a good D-line or somebody,
Oh, good pass.
it's gonna be.
I got something for that next time.
Use that shit.
Man, Teach, you want me, Jags want me, and Jets want me, man. Just join the line.
Hey, real shit, bro. The Jets usually not good, bro. I just had to get my running back to 150 yards.
Man, get through that hole, G.
Man,
Listen, you gonna have to earn this 150.
Like he good, bro, but like
Nah, Jets is good, but I was telling AJ, the boy on here, I was like, yo, he be giving you like opportunities to score. He be wilding sometimes.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, he give you a lot of opportunities. You just honestly, bro, you just gotta play him. Take the underneath, take all the underneath he give you because he not.
Oh, it's mine. I'll take it. Ah, we want you right here.
Oh, man, come on, man. That's one-on-one. That's double me.
That's
That's a double me.
But that's listen, that's Devin McCourty, bro. You know he gets physical. No, that's Mars Randall. He gets physical.
He's a corner. He's go back on the outside. He's a corner. You hear me?
Hey, listen, they buy into the system, bro.
Shit, not in real life. Them niggas getting whooped.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, bro. But I was saying, bro, in Madden though, like you really can't like. The D-line is too crazy to where you kind of almost got to scramble a lot because the pressure's wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is.
He was like you say no instant scramble, but what the heck? Like, what can you do when Myles Garrett's coming in unclean, untouched?
It's because Lamar Jackson is broken on this hoe too, though, bro. All you gotta do is just hit that L2. Shit. Good luck. Yeah, shit, bro.
He said, "Good luck." Facts.
He ain't want me to get that 150 though. I'm sick. Let me break it on one round. Come on, what's up? What's happening?
One run.
I ain't even good, bro. You see
My
what's
nigga
going
really
on out
want the
here?
yards.
Yeah.
But listen. Next time we play, you gonna have that development, right? And I'm gonna pay for it. I'm like, damn, I never should have helped him. So now he running all over me.
He gonna use it against you in the playoffs.
He gonna use it against me in the playoffs, man.
That's if I even make it. You don't even know about it. Look, this loss is fucking. I still gotta get there. Then you smacking me. I know you're not worried about me. You see what's going on out here. You know you got me.
He said you
thinking in his head like, he ain't even all that.
He's thinking stupid.
Telling you what's going on.
Look, bro.
With me, man. That's all I'm asking.
I got you, bro. Hold on, next play. Hold on. I got you, bro. I'm gonna look out. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I got you.
See, I don't mind until like somebody be like, "But you let this happen," then I be like, "See, that's what."
Look, I ain't gonna start right here. Look, that's all I need right here.
Nah, take it to the crib. I was gonna say, you might as well take it to the house.
Like, I don't be minding, bro, because believe it or not, everybody gonna do that shit. Niggas always be making deals. But I hate when a nigga be like, oh, remember that time after I let that hoe slide? And I be looking bad, so that's why I be kind of acting strict. But as long as you don't come back on me, I don't give a fuck what type of deal y'all made.
Right. The Ravens boys, he ahead in my division. He over here killing stuff.
You see that?
I'm trying to make the Ravens my enemy, like a rival.
Man,
every time we play, I'm talking big shit. Every time, I'm not letting them make it.
Yeah, you should, bro. I was talking hot stuff off the mic, bro. I was like, when we was, I was like, yeah, what's up? I was like, run that monster again. I was getting hot, bro.
I seen you in your mic going off. I said he probably in the chat talking big shit. The Jags, that's my brother. The Redskins, that's something like he like. The Jets and the Browns are toughest in the league.
They are, bro.
Yeah. Don't lie, he humbled me a little bit. I thought I had something in this matter.
Listen, bro, Madden 18, bro. I was hot doo-doo. Like, listen, my first franchise ever, I came in the league. My boy was like, this dude I met, he was like, yeah, you trying to join this league? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll join. He's like, cool. Got my first game, feeling good. I'm like, I'm about to win this game. I'm not that bad of a player. I think I'm all right. Nigga, I get smacked like 60-10 off rip. Nigga smacked me. He like, welcome to the league, young fella. I'm like, damn. Nigga, this one boy I know, I'm cool with him now today, but his name's Bernie. He destroyed me, bro. Ran all over me, dotted me up. Nigga said, welcome to the league, young fella. I was like, damn, thanks. But he can't beat me. He can't beat me now though. I'll be whooping his ass now.
And what league?
That was one of our old leagues. We don't have that league no more. We don't run it no more for this year. Oh, AJ, he's the
Ravens.
Nah, I was talking about the boy I was playing in the one that blew me out. He's in our MGL league. You know what I'm talking about? Bernie, he's the not the Cardinals user. He is who's the other user? God damn it, the Cardinals? Not the Cardinals. The Rams. He's the Niners. That's who he is.
Oh, so I ain't played him yet.
Yeah, he's the Niners ball.
Sick right now. I'm gonna go back to this party with Chris and them. Hey, though, Browns, I'm gonna get with you tomorrow though. Let's lobby a little bit for
I got you, bro.
Alright, bet. Yeah, we finna get on Apex. We got 3 though, bro.
Damn, alright.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna fuck with you though.
Yes, sir.
Alright.